never stops. All right, come together.
The answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another video. And I know it's been a while since we talked about Street Fighter V here on this channel. The game hasn't been much fun for me, honestly, but it doesn't stop me from wanting to see this game continue to improve with each seasonal update. And I'm pretty sure most people assumed that Season 4 would be the final season for the game, and it does make sense if you think about it. Street Fighter V Champion Edition seems like the ultimate package to pretty much round things off, especially with the inclusion of Seth and Gil as the bosses to their respective Street Fighter entries. And you would think that it would be pretty much close out the game, but Capcom took me by surprise when they announced on May 27th that there will be a 5th season with 5 additional characters joining the roster. Now, I know that I am about a month late on this, but I guess it's still relevant since everybody's talking about and speculating whether or not what characters are going to possibly make the cut for Season 5. So if you missed out on my previous video where I talked about a new potential Darkstalkers game for this generation and next generation consoles, I advise you go check it out, because we also mentioned that Capcom Cup of 2020 was alluding that maybe we get an announcement of Street Fighter 6, which could possibly happen. And this felt like for sure that Street Fighter V was done for good, but because of the overall good reception of Champion Edition, why not bleed it out some more? Since we are getting new characters, I would like to share who I would like to see in the roster for Season 5. So for starters, I would like to see Rose. Now, I would like to see Rose return for the simple fact is she was one of my mains in Street Fighter Alpha, Street Fighter 4, and of course I use her in Mugen. I'm also curious to see what her V triggers and V skills would end up being. Mostly everyone has a new look to their character design, so I would definitely love to see what liberties that Capcom themselves would take with Rose. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Now on to the second character. Now we already have enough Final Fight representation in Street Fighter V, so why not throw in some Saturday Night Slam Master in the mix? I would love to see my boy Scorpion make his debut in the Street Fighter game. I think he would be a much better acrobatic wrestler compared to El Fuerte from Street Fighter 4. This could also bring some awareness to Saturday Night Slam Masters as well, since these characters has so many tie-ins to Mike Haggard and Final Fight as a whole. And then of course the third character I would love to see. I know Final Fight is already overused in Street Fighter V, but it makes no sense to add in a Mad Gear gang villains and also Cody, but then leave out Guy himself. I think it would be nice to bring everything full circle. Cody is now the mayor. His sensei is also a playable character, so just round it off with Guy's inclusion. I will also be curious to see what new designs his character would have, since Cody had also received an overhaul to his design as well. And then of course the fourth character I would love to see is Sea Viper return. I never really played much of the character in Street Fighter 4, but I thought that not only her design was pretty cool, but she had a pretty unique moveset for a Street Fighter character. And I think with V triggers and also V skills, Capcom could probably come up with something pretty interesting for her playstyle. Now I know many of you guys are saying that Sea Viper is more like a SNK character, like a King of Fighters character, just stuck in the Street Fighter type of gameplay. But I think she would definitely be pretty cool to see in Season 5 of Street Fighter 5. And last but not least, I don't understand why Capcom refuses any characters from this series that I am about to mention, but they are obviously in the same universe as Street Fighter, and we need Batsu from Rival Schools in Street Fighter 5. Why not? This will also generate hype for new Rival Schools games. Why should Rival School representation boil down to only a background appearance? I think it would be cool and a good way to send off Street Fighter 5 as we step into the next generation of the series. And that pretty much wraps up the choices that I have of characters I would love to see in Street Fighter 5 Season 5. Now, would these characters make me come back to want to play Street Fighter 5? I guess so. I would like to give it a try. Every time new characters are also always included in Street Fighter for the new seasons, they're always bringing back to see how the characters play, how they, if any of the characters click with me to keep me interested in the game. But just having Rose and Sea Viper and Scorpion, mainly those three, I think those would definitely make me want to come back and actually give the game a try. And I would like to see what liberties that Capcom would take, especially to a Rival Schools characters and Street Fighter type of engine and type of gameplay, and I think that would be pretty cool. And of course, seeing a Saturday Night Slam Master character in a Street Fighter game as well, and see how they can incorporate his move sets in a Street Fighter game. I think that'd be pretty cool. But I definitely want to hear your thoughts. What characters would you like to see in season 5 of Street Fighter 5, and do you think this is this 5th and final season? I think it definitely makes sense since it is Street Fighter 5, and then we had the 5th season, and I think that'd be a good way to close off Street Fighter 5 as a series as we move on to the next generation. Hear your thoughts in the comment sections below. It definitely helps me in the algorithm, and also hit that thumbs up button because that also helps me in the algorithm, because lately YouTube been recommending a few of my videos, and I've been noticing as far as my views and also my subscribers, it's definitely been helping me out. And if you want to hear more news related to Capcom and Street Fighter, make sure you hit the bell to be notified. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below, and don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.